What's up, family Lamskis? Sober Thursday 5. Here I am back at the prison looking section of the university. Pretty cool. Got some vegetation. Make the scenery look better. Today's a big nothing burger. Same old, same old. Wake up early, pray, cook food, go for a walk, come back, cook more food, clean up the apartment, do dishes, go for another walk. The highlight of the day was definitely the meeting. Still glad that I went to Narcotics Anonymous because today they brought in a lot of the cats from our local rehabilitation center called Journeys, which I've been to. I went there in 2022 while I was on felony probation for possession of meth, and I hated it. I was in a pretty dark spot. I seriously freaking hated it, and that's when COVID was still a thing. And 3 weeks in, I was like depressed. I was like crying in front of the other guys there, like, because I just hated all of them because everybody gets on my nerves because I'm just easily annoyed by people. Even though I swear to God, I don't think I'm better than anybody, but I'm still annoyed by people anyway. So, it's a 45-day program, and 20 days in, some guy, he got COVID, and of course they don't come out and tell you, but the guy had to leave immediately, and if the guy you talk to him every day, like he wasn't supposed to be just leaving abruptly. So I got the bright idea. I was like, you know what? Y'all should test me. I think I might have COVID too. Just praying I had it because I wanted to get the fuck out of there. So I got the test, and goddamn, I had COVID, and I was so happy. I was so happy to have COVID, bro. I did not want to be there. I was so damn happy, man. And the other guy who had COVID, he was there too. I had $20. I was like, man, if you give me a ride to my house, bro, I'll give you the $20 because he lived like across the state. And I didn't want to wait my brother Eric was living here at the time. I would have had to wait like 3 extra hours just sitting there bored as fuck without my phone or anything. And so I was like, dude, I'll give you the $20, man. So I get home. My dad's like, what are you doing here? I was like, I had COVID. He's like, oh my God, you're going to kill me. Just annoyed the shit out of me, man. My dad used to get on my nerves so bad back then. It was a different time. So, so while I was there, they would take us to this group that I'm going to now, this Narcotics Anonymous group. And so I knew that going back there, starting the day before yesterday, that I would see these people. Just sure enough, today was the day I went in there. So there's like 40 people. And, almost half of them are all these guys, they have 60 days or less sobriety. And, it's interesting, man. They all got that energy, man. A lot of them do. Like, everyone seems pretty positive. Of course, it's voluntary. So, anyone who's going to that rehab right now, if they weren't feeling it, they're not going to volunteer to go necessarily, unless they're just tired of being there at the actual facility. But generally, if you're volunteering to go to this meeting, it's because you want to go, because you're feeling it, because a lot of people in rehab, it's not like jail. A lot of these people are there voluntarily. They want to be sober. I wasn't there voluntarily. I was there because I failed like 10 drug tests in a row. My probation officer was like, well, got to send you to rehab or jail, whichever one you want. I was like, hey, let's try this rehab thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's try the rehab. So, switch it up. Now I'm over here now. All right. So, so it was cool. And the topic was, why are you here? What do you expect? And I said my favorite deal. I said, I'm here because I hate detoxing. I hate the nausea, the stomach pain, the throwing up, the shakes, the mental thing where I can't control what my brain thinks. That's one of the most nefarious, sinister aspects of detoxing is my brain just running off on its own, just thinking like nonsensical shit that I can't control it. The only way I can treat it is to listen to podcasts or something, to focus on something. But as soon as I'm just, left alone to my own devices, my brain would just think just nonsense, bro. Like, I can't even describe it. And especially now it's been years since I have it. It's terrible. So I hate having two personalities, especially, alcohol or meth create a separate personality. Of course, the separate alcohol-induced personality is way more volatile and destructive. Whereas the meth personality was more psychotic or neurotic, maybe psychotic's going too far, and delusional in certain ways, but not really angry. So it's a little less harmful. And of course, meth is way less harmful to my liver than vodka. And then I said I hate being an asshole to all the people that care about me, and that's totally alcohol. Meth never caused me to do that, only alcohol. And then I said I hate rehab, and I hate being in jail. And I got a kick out of saying I hate rehab right in front of all these guys who are currently in rehab, who are like probably loving the fact that they're there, which I'm glad for them. I don't know why I get a kick out of that. I guess there's something wrong with me. I don't know. So that's pretty much the highlight of my day. The other highlight was listening to a long ass interview with Lazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. I've been listening to rap since I was like 8 years old, 1994, and it started off with Thuggish Ruggish Bone as an 8-year-old living in the hood in Odessa, Texas. And so, I mean, it's fucking 31 years later, and I listened to an interview with Lazy Bone, and coming out with a new album this year, which is crazy. And you know, one of my buddies, James, you know, remember, hey, why don't you say good morning? Yeah, that James. Still talking to him on a almost daily basis. I showed him, he's like, I'll listen to it too. So in a perfect world, like me and him would get to go to a concert to see these guys. That probably won't happen, but it's a cool thought. So yeah, just walking my ass off, sleeping my ass off, putting my bed frame together finally. I bought it like a week ago and I'm just barely putting it together. Just having a good old time, man. So, oh, and I did my favorite chore ever, laundry. I did that today too, so that was fun. So just, you know, keeping my shit together. And that's what it is, short one today. So talk to me later.